Kush and Chemtrails, the world's most dangerous podcast.
So my man E.D.I, I know you still getting down on the music tip too, man.
I want to hear his song with you and Styles P, bro.
Nice.
Oh,
That would be a good collab, bro.
that would be.
Rest in peace to DJ K Slay, man. K Slay was able to put together a song with us and the Locks a couple of years ago for one of his albums. So you kind of heard me and Styles P on the song,
Yeah.
but it was all of them and all of
It
us.
matched, bro. Niggas would be the new motherfucking
That's
Happy
dope,
P,
bro.
on some shit like.
What was that like,
I can
bro?
see that.
Did you know the Locks before fucking going in the studio when K Slay set that up?
Nah, not really.
Nah.
Man.
Did you guys
We
get to
didn't know
record
each other.
together, or did you send the tracks to one
we did
another?
our vocals out here,
Nah.
and they did their vocals wherever they was at.
Dope.
Yeah.
Did you guys have you met him since then, or what?
Have I met? No, still haven't.
Nah.
We ain't even met. That
Damn.
was just like I said. Rest in peace to K Slay. He put that together. He made that.
He put so much together, brother.
Man,
Yeah.
What's
R.I.P.
crazy
is
is,
a giant.
yeah, no doubt, rest in power.
E.D.I and the Ghost, the Outlaw Riders.
What's crazy, E.D.I, is the OG Volume 2.
like that.
The Outlaw Riders, huh?
Outlaws
The volume 2. What were you saying about it?
I was saying on E.D.'s OG Volume 2, the Classics in Session. I love the sound, man, because when I'm listening to it, you still give that classic, like West Coast, like that vibe, that sound. I hate to say it, but it's just so reminiscent of Pac. You know, it made me think about Pac. I was like, damn, man, like if you ever miss Pac, y'all should check in to what E.D.I got going on still to this day. You know what I mean? And of course the new album that we was bumping. When
Yeah, I
you
heard
walked
that when I walked in. Man.
Yeah, so I know that's with your man Yhung T.O, right? Who's Yhung T.O?
Yhung T.O is one of the former member of the group SOBRBE.
Okay.
From Northern California, and they was a collective of about 5-6 cats. You know what I mean? He was the one who did a lot of the hooks and the melodies, and he got some big records with everybody from Too Short to E40 to Kendrick. They was on the Black Panther soundtrack.
Oh
you
yeah,
know
they
what I mean?
killed that Black Panther soundtrack. Yeah, that was
That
crazy.
record with Kendrick was super dope. It was actually the #1 record on there.
I probably
And
know
so-
it then, and didn't
Yeah.
even know that was
You
him.
absolutely do know it because it was one of the ones off of that project. But yeah, that T.O. is a young cat that I ran into a couple years back before the pandemic, and he was influenced by our music. You know what I mean? His uncle who kind of raised him, you know, put him on our music, and he just was on to that music. And when he met me, it was an instant connection. And you know, I started mentoring him and just helping him out, whatever way I can, because he went solo. The group split up.
Okay.
And he's solo now, doing his own thing, and still putting out great music. And he just hit me one day like, oh gee, we need to do a project together. I had never even considered it. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, son kid, man. Nowadays, the younger generation, they kind of look at the older cats like.
We were having a discussion about that, bro.
Yeah,
And I
you
was
know
just
what I
gonna
mean?
bring
They
it
wanna-
up, man. Remember we were talking
the
about
LL
it.
Cool J
And shout out
and,
to you, man. Let's give him his flowers right now for fucking
talk.
reach out to the younger homie and fucking showing him the way.
Or we're gonna call it
we're-
Roses, man, because I know you got the song Roses too. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
There you
And that
go.
shit's fire
Give
too.
him his roses.
Yeah, why you still here? You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So
Indeed.
we put a project together, and that project is out right now, doing really good. And yeah, shout out to him, man, because he's still doing what he doing. He got like 3 new singles he just dropped, all of them fire. So
That's
make sure
awesome,
you
bro.
look up Yhung T.O and stay up
Yhung
there.
T.O.
So he got next.
Yeah, because the collaborative sound of y'all is crazy. Because like I said, going from the OG album, which was dope, and your shit don't sound dated at all. When I say it give you that West Coast feel, your shit still sound fresh, you know what I mean? But just, them cadences and shit, that vibe, that G-funk, which is crazy because I know you from the East Coast, man.
100%.
But you still got that West Coast sound. How the hell did that happen,
Well,
man?
I moved around a lot, man. I'm well traveled, as they might say, man. I started on the East Coast, but I lived in the Midwest for a little bit, and then I went to Oakland when I was like 17, 18 years old.
Nice.
Okay.
With Pac and been in Atlanta. Lived in Atlanta for a lot of years, so my sound is a combination of all my experiences.
It really is.
And places that I've seen and been.
Because I did hear some Southern sound in there too.
Yeah, 100%.
But I'm like that too because my dad in Texas, my sisters is in Texas and Ohio, so I move around the same.
Yeah,
so
we all products of what we experienced in the places we've been. And if you're a creative, you're an artist, it's gonna come out in your art for sure.
Yeah. Yep.
Very well said, Edie.
So yeah, it's dope to hear you on 2 different palettes because I'm sure the OG classics was your sound, but then you hopped into like a different sound, but you still sounded dope. And y'all together, that shit was hitting.
Yeah, man.
That shit was hitting.
I truly loved making that project happen with Yhung T.O, man. He's super talented. The kid can write a hook in like 30 seconds. He just come up with melodies out of nowhere. It's like you pull him out the sky, and it was easy for me. All I had to do was write my verses. He was up in there like, I got the hook. I'm like,
we
okay.
know a guy like that. Corey Fame, our homie. We call him Captain Hook, bro.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And he was just crushing that shit. And what you say his name is? Yhung T.O?
Yhung T.O.
We got to check him out, man.
Did you do
Straight
a
out of
song-
Vallejo.
You did a song with was it Nipsey, Sugar Free?
Yeah, I do.
Nah.
I did do a record with the.
That
With
shit
the
was
great
cold.
Sugar
That shit
Oh,
was cold.
bro.
Yeah.
Shout out
Yeah.
to DJ Quick.
Yeah.
Quick made that happen.
Damn,
Bro.
those is all some of my favorites. Quick, Sugar Free, and
Wherever I
Nipsey.
hear
I
that
feel like
voice.
blowing the monetization on this video and
Dude, it's
playing that
crazy.
right now. Like Sugar Free, E.D.I,
That's what
and
I'm
fuck-
That song is cold too.
Kush and Ken Tries, the world's most dangerous podcast.